we need to take this house to here by putting it right here and also right here. And then we're going to add with the small square. And what is the area of the small square? Since the length of Hey guys, it's Mathematics YT. Today I'm going to teach you how to derivating a quadratic formula. Well, we know that the quadratic formula is x is equal to negative b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. But we must have proof for this quadratic formula. So today I'm going to teach you how to do that. But I've write the question in form of algebra formula. So given the general form of a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and then the question is express x as subject formula. So if you're interested in this question, please pause a while and try it for yourself. So now, okay, we know that when we are solving quadratic equations, we have three methods, which is factorization method, completing the square method, and the quadratic formula method. But assume the quadratic formula hasn't exists yet. So what remains is factorization method and completing the square method. But there's one problem. You cannot factorize because I have this a. We don't know how much is it. So the most stable method we're going to use to solve for x is completing the square method. So this is the general form of the quadratic equation. So as usual, when we are doing completing the square method, we must make sure that a is equal to 1. But this is a, so we want to make this equal to 1. So we need to divide the a and then divide with the a, and then we're going to divide by a. So it will become x squared plus b over a x plus c over a is equal to 0. Then we can draw some tiles. This is a big square tile, so x, the area of it is x squared plus this whole rectangle tile, and then the length here is b over a plus this random rectangle c over a. This plus whole thing is equal to 0. And then we need to divide this rectangle tile by two equal sections, so each length of this half of this rectangle tiles is b over 2a, just set also b over 2a. And then we need to take this house to here. We need to take this house to here by putting it right here and also right here. And then we're going to add with the small square. And what is the area of the small square? Since the length of here is b over 2a, here also is b over 2a. So the length of here is b over 2a, and here also b over 2a. So the area of this small square is equal to b over 2a square, which will make as b square over 4a square. And then we are going to add that little and then back to equation. So you write down as x square plus b over ax plus b squared minus 4a squared plus c over a is equal to 0. Now, we haven't done yet. This is not 0. I'm sorry. Why? Because if we add here to the, if we add small square like here, then don't forget we need to add also this little small square. Because if I add this square, then the value of this whole equation is not maintained. So to maintain the value of this whole equation, we need to add small square, not just one side but both of sides. So this 0 plus this, the area of this so small square is b square over 4a square. And then now we are going to concentrate this one side only, so we take this to the another side, of course subtraction. So this will as x squared plus b over ax plus b squared over 4a squared, which is equal to b squared over 4a squared minus c over a. And then we factorize this. We don't need to do cross multiplication method because we can see here this times this, because if this come here then this is not exist anymore. So the length of it is b over 2a, so the area of this whole thing is plus this small square. So when I factorize it, it will become as x plus b over 2a square, which is equal to this times 4a, because we need to equate this, you need to equate the denominator of the operation. So this also times 4a, and then make it simplify. So b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Rewrite the equation. So given the equation is x plus b over 2a square is equal to b square minus 4ac over 4a square. And then we take this square root with both sides, So x plus b over 2a is equal to plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 4a square. Why we need to write plus minus? Let me give you an example. If a square is equal to 4, then a is equal to square root of 4, so it's equal to 2. But there's one more problem. It can be also equal to, but a can also equal to negative square root of 4, which is square root of negative 2. Because if I substitute a is equal to 2, so we'll get 2 square is equal to 4. But what about negative 2 square? We will also get 4. So there's two possible solutions, which is the negative solution and the positive solution. So we need to write down the plus minus. And then here's the denominator. We can square root it, because don't forget the law of indices. A, B power of n is equal to a power of n divided by b power of n. So I make it separate this, so x plus b over 2a is equal to plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac over square root of 4a square. And then the square root of 4a square is 2a, so x plus b over 2a is equal to plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. Then we solve for x with just one more step. So x is equal to negative b over 2a plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. And then since the denominator of the fraction is same, so we just can rewrite down as x is equal to negative b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a, and there we have found the solution of x. If you want to express x as subject formula, this other side of equation must not have the presence of x, and then we don't have the presence of x, but it's on the other side of the equation. So this is how the quadratic formula proof, and they use to basically use it for daily life, because it saves time not to use factorize, no need to complete the square. You just substitute the value of the coefficient beside for x and x square. See you next time for the next video, and please leave a like and consider subscribe.